So it's time for 2XKO's Alpha Lab and you want to play some Darius. Well, I've got you covered with this simple 3-minute character guide. We're not going to cover all of his attacks and how they interact in detail, but I'll give you a reason to play him, some of his best moves to get started with, and a basic game plan. This guide was made during the Alpha Lab playtest, so if you're watching this far in the future, check out the pinned comment where an updated guide will probably be. Let's get it. So why play Darius? Darius is the king of Alpha Lab. He is simple and straightforward, making him easy to play, but he's also very effective, especially so against newer players. This combination sets him up to completely run amok during the early stages of 2XKO. I highly recommend Darius for anyone who wants to have a guaranteed strong character, even if you treat him like the Robin to your other character's Batman. His unique mechanic puts a wound on your opponent when you hit them with specific moves, forcing them to take extra chip damage from blocking your attacks. Simply put, if you like shoving people into lockers, giving them swirlies, and generally just playing the bully, Darius is the character for you. We've already talked about Darius's wound ability. A simple way to put that on your opponent is hitting them with the blade part of your axe on some of your attacks. The easiest way to put a wound on your opponent is with his S2 follow-up. S2 is very strong, but a good player will recognize the gap between the attacks and parry you, so keep that in mind. Darius's core ability is S1, which pulls your opponent towards you, giving you an opportunity right up in their face to grab or attack. Comboing into down S2 super will also put a wound on your opponent. Down S2 has 1 hit of armor and is effectively one of the only true reversals in the game. You can use this on wake up during gaps in your opponent's block strings and generally just whenever you think your opponent is going to swing. Darius's game plan is simple. You can use S2 to keep your opponent threatened on the ground, then punish them for jumping. If they dash at you after, just press S2 and use the follow-up. If you feel like using the follow-up, use the follow-up. Pull them in with S1, then opt for a grab or pressure. His normals all have great range, so abuse them, especially against characters that need to get up close to you. Simply put, if you want some free wins, play with little to no respect for your opponent because Darius was designed that way. If you found this guide helpful, I'd really appreciate a like from you or maybe your partner who you're about to absolutely carry. There are guides for every other character on the channel, so maybe send them this way and they can get good too. Lastly, if you got a few more minutes, check out this video for a quick run through of 2XKO's system mechanics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.